You know, believe it or not, Nissan used to make some pretty good vehicles, kind of like this Nissan Pathfinder that I'm sitting in right now. They were reliable, fun to take off-road, weren't just trying to go for miles per gallon, and it was a vehicle that you and the family could actually jump into, take camping, and enjoy. And best of all, it was pretty reliable. This 2012 Nissan Pathfinder came in a couple different variations. You can get it two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive. It also came with a big hunky V8, which produced right over like 300 horsepower. This one's got the V6 in it. I think it's high 200s, somewhere in there horsepower, maybe 240. I'd have to look it up again. But decent rig. These are a body on frame though, which is cool. Kind of like your 4Runners and stuff like that. But nice thing about these the 4Runners don't have is you actually get third row seating in them, which is really nice. And they're not really massive. You can still get this in some pretty tight places if you actually want to take it off-road. And I've seen plenty of these with well over 200,000 miles on them. I like the overall styling of them. Very boxy, looks a lot like the Frontier. I like having the roof rack on the back as well. And if you get the VA option, these can actually tow up to 7,000 pounds, so pretty impressive for a vehicle that's not really that big. This is the SV trim, so pretty basic interior. You do have power cloth seats on this, a little bit of wear and tear going on the sides right there, but not too bad considering the age of the vehicle. It's only got 133 ambulance. It's only got 133,000 miles on it. And of course, as a tire light, it's cold outside. Get this cool little, not touchscreen, just LCD screen right there. Lots of buttons, Bluetooth, all the gadgets you need. Just get some push button 4-wheel drive right here, switchy switch. You can see it right there, little diagram shows that you're hooking up. Nothing too crazy on. Massive cup holders. These are American sized, if you know what I'm talking about there. You get more storage down in here as well, which is pretty nice. I think that's for your CDs or maybe your cards to go in. I'm not really sure. Climate controls up front here, sunglass holder, but pretty overall just a really basic interior. Nothing crazy going on. Controls there, but pretty comfy place to be. Lots of headroom in it. I'm 5'8", so I pretty much fit into everything. I don't have this issue, but yeah, if you're over 6 foot, I think you could fit in here pretty comfortably. You can move the seat down a lot more and push the seat back, and it's overall not a bad place to be. I almost forgot to mention adjustable pedals, very importante. Middle row, nothing crazy going on except for this headrex. Looks like it freaking broke its neck. Jeez. This is like a velour type fabric. Kind of weird on that one. Cup holders down in here. Little flippy outy ones. Lots of headroom. You do have some air vents up top here. If we flip these seats down, I believe that this comes out and then this folds down like so. And that's where this thing flips down. Oh, maybe. There we go. Lays down flat like that. These little things unfold. There's your third row there as well. And then these, if you want to actually get into the back, they flip up like that. Not my favorite system, because like I said, I'm only 5'8", so the seat is not very far back, and I kind of get stuck on there. But if your kids are small, they can definitely fit back here. That's pretty much all it's used for. There's not a ton of leg room back there. You could fit adults in there for a very short trip, but it's not going to be comfortable. But this is kind of one of those third rows where it's there if you need it. Otherwise, you're not using it. The storage space with the third row up, it's leaves something to be desired. You got enough room for groceries and everything like that. A little bit more storage space down here for your jack and everything. Not crazy, but with the seats actually down, it's pretty substantial back here. You could definitely throw your dogs and all your camping gear in here. Still have room there. You can fold that middle seat down all by itself. Act kind of captain chairish on that. So pretty nice storage if you're not using the third row. This is missing it, but I missed with all of these came with their first aid kits. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, for $7,000, 130,000 miles on it, you get a pretty capable 4-wheel drive that has reliability. Like I said, I've seen these well over 200,000 miles on them. They're great little vehicles. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you guys would whip this thing around.